But there it is, there's smokes dropped from the bomb site now.
Conceal of the smoke, Edward gets back in. ENCE showed excellent team play against Liquid. That'll work against Na'Vi. Slow may be the name of the game for both teams on their T sides. Wrapping in Aerial. He'll get Electronic down, turns around, looks to hold bomb, but Edward was there the whole information, and Alexi gets in. And planted. Money at least for ENCE. It's not impossible. I think he might be able to slide by, but Edward was ready.
Some flashbangs as well. X7 low, Edward in a prime position.
He is. And this is better because, again, Sandwich, he can control the angle, bomb down, he backs off further to give him a more linear perspective. But again, he has to watch for X7. They don't know that he's there. He came in late. Edward down. Unfortunately, it's just he and Alu because it looks like they'd opened up some room inside of the site. Alu can't hit the shot, and he wants to save the AWP at this point in time. Just get away. 9 seconds. He will. But they're pursuing, and Zeus is smart to go all the way out. Ivy wants to catch him going into spawn. He's low HP. Down goes the AWP.
And Edward segregates the Bulldog area.
Side of the train, Aerial positions himself so the feet don't reveal and tries to catch off Simple, perhaps. Could he? They're both inside the smoke, and Simple doesn't realize it. He has no idea that they're so close. Looks down, he'll see them, only for one. 2 in that position, and Alexi knows he's got to act quickly, but rather than getting too aggressive, he falls off for the angle and waits for his teammates to gather the wings because Flamey comes back inside. Sergey is Deagle. He's going to rely on it at this point. Single smoke down, they've already got 2 back through inside of the site directly. Zeus can afford to hold off on this because Electronic just sits in the corner. Alu, reactions of a hockey, snaps back, and he's now got Flamey. Edward has to hold off with the AUG, steps out from old ball. I still want to go to the outside site because X7 was holding it. 2 in a row. It's crazy how fast things can swing in terms of economy. Sergey gets Edward. He not before finding a kill in first. It's now Electronic and Simple's above them, straight above them. Bomb down, looks for another. He's going to drop in. Sergey didn't realize it, but he gets the AK and he's got all. He's still holding off. He hears them. He knows they're there. He's got one already, but this is where the trade comes in. They're staggered just enough, and Aerial snuck in behind. Electronic down, but Simple gets one, and he'll fade off. Bomb to be planted. Sergey wants to hold off, knows that he was exactly out toward Ivy, but where's he gone? Alu. He could foil this. He could come in late. Simple's not aware. Problem is that he's gone so far around that it's going to be a straight fight. Good news is they've just cleared this angle, and I don't think they're going to expect him there at all. Couldn't find the shot to control, and that gives Simple all the control that he needs. Double up on a retake as it's down to Sergey. He still has bomb in his sights. Flashed off. Simple's watching it oh so closely, and both ops will. Flamey will find it instead. Na'Vi finds Flames down, smoke engulfing upon the site as well. Edward takes advantage of that, but he won't account for Sergey walking out late. That also, though, is traded back by Electronic. It's Aerial again, though. He's wanted to get forward so aggressively so many times. I don't know where he is this time, but Alu takes advantage of that as well. Simple's gone. That's what they need because Simple is firing on all cylinders so far on train. In fact, he sits with 10 kills. X7 coming in late. Oh, Flamey spotted him. That could have won the round. The second shot could have done it all. They still now know that Alu's out toward A main. Bone has to cross. And Zeus is playing this so passively. He just wants them to walk directly in front. Alu, he certainly has the advantage in terms of fire. They don't know where he is. Aerial doesn't even know. Alu's guessing, and he's wrong. 21 seconds, Zeus has bomb down. Aerial's now low on HP. It's another close round, but everything seems to slip away for HP. Oh, Zeus just needs one shot, and he gets it.
Really well played there.
Absolutely pays off. Aerial trying again to work towards Sandwich. Fade in. Softens them up. Edward doesn't like to continue spraying. He might have been able to converge on that, but they've walked in from Ivy. He's not aware, overwhelmed. And now it's the AWP in the hands of the T's. Sergey's got it, and he shows it off with style. Simple. Somewhat the B site with 3 players there. Simple, as well as I mentioned, is down still at the bottom of Pop Dog. He'll be able to rotate quickly. But that all depends on whether or not they even go that way. He'll smoke himself off. Another Molotov behind him. There's really not much room left to hide. Aerial even considered running across the site to pinch him in, but thinks better of it. Goes back toward the bomb instead. They'll watch him. They'll keep eyes that direction from the trains. In fact, X7 goes now. He swings around and Simple. Oh, he just gets away, but he's caught off at the top of the ladder. He's evasive, but it won't work out entirely as Edward caught off by Alu. Now the guns start to prevail, and they'll win another round. We're back to
That could be first up on the chopping board as he'll be taken down here. Not quite.
Wow.
Somehow He actually gets to frag there. What a strange turn of events.
Simple just barely caught them off working in. Alu gets Flamey back, but that's not enough yet to call it level because they can rotate back off. They've got the bomb. They can force the defense to be very uncomfortable and get them out of position, which Edward now will confirm they are. They're back over toward the outside site, and Zeus walks into a free plant. He's going to swing around behind them as well. He'll be spotted. Again, just has to slow them down, delay the retake. There is a kit for Alexi. Edward's doing everything he can at this point just to stay alive because here comes Electronic. He's around behind. Edward doesn't even need him. They've already won it. 2 ENCE connector. There's nowhere for the CTs to go. And that kit fell. That was Alexi that they got. It's removed. It's far from the bomb. There's no chance that Sergey can do anything. Electronic takes down Alan. Small fraction too far. A shoulder peek. He's ready with the off, but Simple. Oh, he's already in, and he's opened up the door because now they'll stomp it down. Flamey. He barges in from the front lines. But they are turning it around. Edward gets underneath of Alexi. Watch out for Alu because he is behind. Planted. He would have got Simple if it went further, but it doesn't. It goes into Ivy instead, so Simple stays alive. Sergey. Here's the other aspect. Oh, good shot from Alu for ENCE. And Alu opening up the old bomb. Unfortunately, he's lost Sergey. It's still a 1-on-2. He switches over to the AK because he knows he's got to find multiple opponents. And he knows they're likely going to be trying to trade off of him, so an op won't work. He's got a kits. 2 flashes, and they've gone so far apart he can actually isolate. He's got it down. He's going to try and hold this as well. He's going to try and hold it all the way around. Oh, he got off it. He spots out Zeus, who just barely pulls it back. And it goes. Execution. Utility will be the hand on ENCE's neck so they can't breathe, but Sergey tries to find an aim. What a shot from Flamey, and that's going to give Edward access towards E-Connector. They already have to start considering rotating off of this. Down to just 2. 2 versus 4, make that 1.
It's Alu and Alexi that take most of it out of 16 and 30 respectively. And they push towards the main entrance here. Flamey good for 1, and Simple needs to get the hell out of there. He's got the AWP. He gives this up, there's a chance he gives up the round, but he is spot on as usual. Double kill comes in the AWP, and X7 with the save all, trying to keep the dream alive, but Simple.
At least the intentions seem clear. Alexi's one out against Edward, though. Zeus has gone chasing. Simple hits Sergey. That shot was extremely important based on the bomb's positioning, but now it gets planted. Ariel may find the lurking Zeus, but Alu, that would have potentially won them the round. Getting it down to a 4-on-2 on retake with Flamey still out of the picture, still trying to get back over. Simple! He'll chew them up and swallow them down as he finds 2. X7 gets him in the end, but isn't it enough? Still a 2-on-2, and Electronic on top of the site won't let them get anywhere near the C4.
It's Electronic now, who will control the situation. X7, no grenades, but he's got the aim.
Ariel holds.
Same thing.
They're gonna repeat it. They're relieved to let repetition save them. Same angle, and it works this time for Flamey. Alexi's tagged up. Edward's gonna run him over. X7. He doesn't have any smoke in his way, nor to Alu. But they do have to still find the kills. The first, successful. Second followed by Sergey. But it's a 2-on-1. 8 seconds. Alu's on top of the bomb. He can deny! He will! And time the enemy. The pendulum pass to a guillotine mass!
That's all they have. We talked about this in the first half. Presumably head towards inside as Simple. Oh, what the hell?
God! Alu holding off. It's going to be Sergey down below again. They just want to overrun and try and push him off to get a bomb plant down because they're going to need money. It's going to be a 1-round game. They're not going to have much in a lineup. Sergey on adjacent points of 5 rounds in a row to pull them back in the lead. X7's got it started. Mentality has been so impressive for ENCE. Young team and came back against Liquid. Now against Na'Vi. Alu waits again. He can peek wide.
That was Edward by himself running inside. As you can see, it's all falling apart now. I thought at least they'd be going down lower ramp. Pete's panics there.
This is the impressive part. They tore Liquid apart mentally. They're doing it now to Na'Vi.
Yeah, that's not characteristic of this team. Why they're panicking like that? You've lost 1 pick. Why just offer another up on a silver platter? Alu's been consistently inside of that all. You don't even flash him, you just run out, and you're gonna get punished for that. 3 kills away from winning this map. They have to go inside. They're not even in a 3-man unit. That's gonna run in. And Sergey's, I thought, had that kill for sure, but Alu has.
Alu absolutely does. Zeus pulls it back, but it's a 4-on-2. Molotov down. Zeus is on 31. He has to be forced off. He has to go wide. He has to take the fight. Alu, he's got a 3rd as well. And it's all onto Electronic. He's got a trick. But is it gonna work? Is the timing there?
Ariel seems to know, Matt. I don't think it will. Even if he dies here, it's going to give away his position. This is done. ENCE are doing it. It's the final kill for Ariel. Can you believe it?
Not only styling and taking apart, dismantling other teams, they're capturing every single heart in the audience while they do it. We're starting explosively on Dust 2, already some action toward Catwalk, but Edward, he's out mid for Na'Vi.
This is going to be a fast B split by the looks of things. Na'Vi sending the bomb in towards the upper tunnel set. It's going to be a couple of kills here. Sergey has to defend and nothing can be done. Na'Vi look very confident in this round. It's a 5 versus 1 before it even starts. Ariel will do what he can, and that's apparently quite a lot. Almost on for a third there as well.
Much presence inside of middle. Electronic even makes the slightest of wrong steps. Oh, he made a perfect one. He would have been caught off. Alu overcommitted. He'll burn alive. Flamey, he'd put it behind them. He was trying to force the issue, force them out so that they couldn't retreat, and it works out to perfection. Sergey will suffer a similar fate. In fact, Flamey gets X7. He's got a third in the round, and Alexi's left cowering inside of CT.
Really nice round there from Na'Vi. Couldn't have gone better for them. Really textbook stuff. It's now a 4 versus 1. They know what the last player is. They'll go for the plan, but they're going to go for blood here as well. Zeus, no, and then he got Sergey towards this scaffolding. It looks so good, but Sergey can still recover this. Doesn't go for the trigger discipline. Finds that first frag, but I don't think he gets much more out of this. He finds a headshot on Zeus. There's no trade potential. It's up to Simple now to hit the shot, and he absolutely will. 3 versus 2, and they have B-bomb side control.
And Simple has that smoke. It's gone. Flash out. Alexi, he knows he's trapped in. Simple's just watching it. Looks away at the exact moment he comes out, but
they're actually getting ready for a B contact play. They're waiting for this Molotov to go down and actually just run into the side, dry, and hit the first headshot.
Wow, okay, Zeus.
Same play again.
Repetition. Flash was clever. It was a change to try and hold them off. Sergey only gets 1. Rotation, first one, Alexib. He's already got a flash in. That holds them off just a little bit, but Smoke's on the cross. Does he dare? Does he dare? He's going to! He gets in, but Electronic shuts him down.
Na'Vi, you won't see many teams actually go that sort of approach, saying entry. You won't see them go for the double on the T side, however, but Electronic, 4 players in the B tunnels right now, and Edward really got a pistol ace on Train with the USP. This time they're down to 8 HP.
He's weakened considerably, but that brings in Flamey. You want to talk about pistol aces? He got 2 on Inferno, the first player ever to find 2 aces in a single match. It was on both pistol rounds.
Well, that's going to be the bomb recovered at least, but 2 kills given away. They have 1 flash remaining here, and Simple is ready and lower. Nice shoulder bait from Alexi B to at least keep himself alive, but there's almost no way they can win this. Alu has to do something unbelievable.
Trying to get the headshots toward the ramp. Spotted Electronic, but oh no, Flamey. Flamey wants to go for more. If he got 5 in 1 pistol round, he wants 6 this time, but he won't because Edward and Simple get the kills instead, and Flamey will make up for it. He'll find Alu 14-2.
Flashes through for his teammate Flamey. He goes through the smoke and spawn. It leads to his demise though. That's the opening pick now for ENCE, but Ariel and Sergey have been tagged. And Edward will answer back. This time it's ENCE who give up the frag for 3 towards B. Nice work for Lexi though. Wall bang through the door, but Simple's here.
There, but he's not now. Sergey's got him down. Edward's picked up the other off though, and he still holds the door. Zeus is struck immediately holding it, so good rotation. Ariel though wants to go straight on with him. Looks at it, finds the headshot. AK still prevails.
Oh, here we go then. Zeus has won plenty of clutches here today, especially on Train. He has the advantage. Ariel's an 18 HP, but the Molotov down will buy him some time. He's trying to cross over. Zeus doesn't see him. It's the incandescence of the flames that keeps him alive there. And does he know he's crossed over? Seems to have a hunch at least. He has a Molotov, can use that towards the back of the bomb site. He's running out of time though.
Moss is the least used of the rifles on the CT side now, certainly. Simple, Flamey. Ariel, gone. Alu, the only one left, 1 on 4. Pack it up. Ship it to Mirage. And again, this is where the challenge is for ENCE. It's not what happens in the server right now, it's what happens outside of it between the maps. Because they've got to doesn't have the kid, so there isn't one for Na'Vi. Interesting that they play so passively on A without one. Retake will be a problem. Flamey seemingly lives up to his name and somehow gets across them without taking too much damage. He only goes down to 86. Zeus, defensive smoke early. Is it though? Might be perfect time because it's forced them back out toward middle. That's where Flamey catches one through the window. He also realizes X7 wants in from connector. And with damage coming from far, bullets landing from Palace, he's aware that there's one at the doorway, but he's not aware that they're already through the window behind him. Alexi's got Simple. This is a much better start for the Finns this time.
Great approach, and then that player towards the window as well. His times it to perfection. Aerial with one frag already, but he can't find a second. 3 versus 2 now. No kits available for now, at least. There might be one on the floor for them, as Zeus will try and find a low HP X7.
There isn't. They didn't buy one. Zeus went for the utility, so they've got to go for time again. It was very passive on A without already on top of the site. Electronic and Flamey are going to have to do something to delay the bomb plant to give Zeus any chance, so that's why Electronic decides to go aggressive. And Zeus goes toward Palace. Alu's sitting immediately in front of him at the doorway. Bomb is still not down. If he can get a gun from this, it could be everything. He gets caught off though. Only one. Electronic found one on the other side, but Aerial now holds off on the vent. And any threat that once materialized is now diminished because it's bomb and smoke in the way.
Na'Vi are always going to be dangerous in any and every round, to be honest, and they won't be winning this one, but they've made it expensive. You are right, there's a chance they can pull this one back, but that should settle things down. Electronic without the kit, probably there's no chance here, unless he gets a quick one there.
No. Having that Molotov placed correctly, that they could be getting inside of mid. They could be boosting, and he's read it correctly. Could give them a 2-man advantage as well. The AWP from Simple slides in, and he knew exactly where he was. Thank you for the information, Edward. But can he get back over in time? Zeus and Flamey, 2 versus 3. Chance that still falls apart, but not with the bomb falling down over the balcony. 30 seconds to go, and Zeus, he'll just buy his time. Swing out wide, take away Sergey's
combo. We've seen this a lot recently as Flamey negates the flashbangs and takes Aerial down before anyone's spotted. That's fantastic.
Wow, that's commitment to the utility as well. He forced his hand to get them out on top of it. Electronic still holding same position this time. He won't have quite the same success. X7, he's chased down. Simple, caught off guard. He fired a shot on the op. Alu's still in this on 1 HP. And he'll rotate back around. He only has a Galil to work with. X7 has it all to do himself inside the site. Nade puts him on to 24. It's Zeus that has to win this back. Both on red. Zeus has already thrown the damage-dealing nades. Watch that scope, though. He can't see to the right side. They step back to the left. He absolutely can. Low HP. And Zeus, he'll collect one more for Na'Vi to make it 4 total.
I'm surprised they commit to that so much. You can hold their own as Simple. Will be naded down to 35 HP. He gets a double kill. He has the audacity to stick around, and it pays off for him. Flamey chimes in with the third. A 5 versus 2 out of nowhere.
The angle as well. Watch Sergey, because he's going to walk straight into it. Simple. He'll shut it down himself. Even if Edward couldn't finish the flank, Simple will do it all. X7's opened up the A site, though. He's wide open here. Flamey's over with Simple on B, so a bomb plant certainly is a possibility. Simple wants to get the op to catch him. Is X7 going to try and completely catch them off?
No, he was trying to see if anyone's rotating through spawn and just give himself an advantage, but he's done that already. 1 versus 1 against the orb. HP no longer a factor. He can actually win this round. It doesn't connect. He'll have to plant.
He's got to go, though, Simple. He's got the gun back up. Simple's close enough. Low HP pistol. Including the underpass. We've not seen the standard default of putting players in there all too often. He gets Alu. I thought he could potentially see the feet from Alexi as well. He'll drop down. They know he's there. Where's the bailout? What's the contingency plan? Because Edward gets back up toward Catwalk. Molotov's going to force the hands. They've got the kill? Yes, they have. Flamey, he finds the one at the end of the tunnel, so even with the flames behind him, there's nowhere that he needs to run and hide. Yeah, Flamey's still over on that site with them. Electronic, good nade. Land on top of X7, but he's welcoming it because he's firing back the other way. Electronic down and Aerial already in towards CT. Looked away, he was waiting for a flash, there was none. Zeus gets a free kill. As the smoke will dissipate. Simple will get his vision back. He can start to instigate with the AWP. He's still considering the fact that they could be at the bottom side of middle. Flamey and Edward are there now with the rifles, and he'll go aggressive. Spotted out. He knows that was on the shadow. Topside balcony, catches him off. Sergey's got the kill, but they're on it. They're holding it. They're holding it, and Flamey's got Sergey. They have to get off, though, because they've lost track of X7, and he alone might have done enough. They pulled the bomb away, but Zeus again? He's gone for the AWP in this situation. Backs away, he doesn't have time. Don't think they're going to be heading that direction. Simple's on his horse. He wants to get on Catwalk. He wants to catch them before they get inside of the site. Flamey, he slowed them down already with the Deagle. Alu knows it's a possibility. Alexi's so low. Ignore the nade damage on Simple because with the op, he just wants to peek. One shot, take down a kill. And then he could fall off of it. 7 will catch out Zeus. That's one part of the plan gone. And they're actually going back up. Simple, he's He's alone on B. The others have to rotate. Edward gets Sergey, but they realize now it is back over on this side, and Simple's still here with the single off. He's got a second! He's heaven sent! Don't you dare forget that Simple had the only weapon, and he's inside of the site. Electronic gets it!
Enter 6, and Simple leading the way with the P250. They head slowly towards B.
Alexi there with Sergey. Crossfire that was well established and set up, but unfortunately couldn't hit the shots. Alexi will give himself a chance. Finds the first, but Simple and Zeus find not only him, but they follow it to get out all on aerial just like that. It's going to be anything but easy for ENCE because now they've lost the second pistol. Old habits die hard, perhaps. Sergey takes out Zeus. Aerial comes back in. The A1S does do a solid job. Simple will finish off the job. Speaking of on Alu, that 1 HP gone to the AK, and now it's Na'Vi to reclaim territory inside of the site. X7 from range. They almost line up. They give him 2. This goes down to a 1-on-1. They didn't have to commit to the bomb plane.
There's some speed when they've got no kits there either. He has no information. Simple could be in the palace. He could be on the Tetris boxes, and he's hunting every position and getting nothing for it.
Flash on either side. Simple could easily just pop that over and repeat. He's already got position. The disappearing act. The third. He holds off and speaks. No ills against him, though. He'll catch him off with the single AK that they recovered. It is going to be flaming Electronic nonetheless, though, that make solid and quick work. The defense inside of the site. And Alexi's got the AK rotated back around, smoke down. He can actually push through it. He can actually try to catch them off, and he will. He's got Electronic. He's giving themselves a chance because he now has Edward facing him. And the repeat from A main, it's not fast enough. Ariel couldn't do anything up. He's making a lot of noise, but Edward didn't hear him. Ariel, he's going to save it. Gets 1. It was Sergey, but then again, we said it, Alu's the anchor, and he certainly will hold fast now. It's Gun's the runner that steers the whole ship.
Over middle, he's got the AWP. Molotov down the connector. This is going to be dicey for him. He will go down. Edward gets the first pick. Recovery needed here. Simple back on the AWP, looking for any push towards short.
Alexi, though, wants to swing out through the smoke. How? Oh, there's not enough superlatives for Simple. He gets to get more through a smoke, and that is finally something going their way. But the HP's not all there. It is inflamed. He can find further shots. They want to tie this back up. They don't want to let this get out of hand. And it's just X7 that they have to deal with. But remember, they need to keep players alive. He nearly caught them. Safe and slow. They've got to make sure they clear every single angle. 20 seconds. The bomb's caught now, the round could end. I think that gun barrel was just enough. Alu knows they're up close. Sergey tries to take advantage of it. Missed shots go either direction. But all this does is serve to allow Alexi to come out from jungle. Watch it, because he's got the lineup. Simple. He doesn't have the time. He's got to go to the AK and get the kill. This guy is on another level. He's going to have time to put the bomb down. And X7, he knows he's in rotation to flash out. He's got the information. He's got just enough. He goes back to the AWP. But is that what's going to cost him? It is. It is going to cost him.
The GG.
Zeus with the pistol tries to find out where they are in sandwich. Sergey's not yet spotted, but they turn around in time. It was the only last place they had to clear. With the smokes down, they'd already cleared underneath the balcony. So process of elimination finds them the first. Will it find them the rounds? Bomb planted, safe side default. Simple. Still up in the apartment. He's got one. Oh man, this guy. For 2 Na'Vi players, Flamey's got to run forward. He took damage on the way through. He sits on 11. That is all. As Alu tried to sink the ship. Alexi's behind, Simple's gone. No way he holds it, and now they've got problems. The low HP is gonna be punishing. Flamey's gotta get away. He gets toward the stairs. But Electronic has a straight duel on entry. Smoke goes too deep. But Alexi knows where to look. No shoulder beat yet. Oh, he can see him. He's got him. He's got enough. He's gonna have to bait in Flamey though. They're both gonna go toward him. He's missed the shot. 11 HP is all they have between them and staying alive. Between them and series point, and he's dead.
You don't want to be that player, but Alu's finding that confidence. Oh, he manages to hit it as well. Can he get the follow-up? It might not matter. It's a 5-on-3 with 30 seconds remaining. I think they might have done it. Zeus and Simple with it all to do here.
And not even the best can save them. It's a 1-on-5 for Zeus. And is this man ever going to win a major? The deep breath. He got one with Gambit, but will he get one with Na'Vi? That's what he's wanted. He went back for a reason, but ENCE is going to deny. The Finns